Good dog. You can lay down. All right, guys, what's up? This is day, I think, 89. We're just going to say day 89 of the Future Millionaire podcast. There's actually not 89 days of the podcast, but we're working on it. I started posting daily check-in videos, like where I would just really, hey, just lay down, okay? Lay down. Where I would really just document like what I spend money on and how much money I make. And I started doing that first. And then the podcast stuff came at maybe day 60, 70, somewhere around there. So yeah, yesterday was day 88. And one thing, like over the Christmas time, I did not do any of these, and there was like 2-3 days there where I didn't do any of the short form TikToks where I documented stuff. So it's just been a few days of me not getting done what I should be getting done. But I don't know. That's just how it goes sometimes. You know, you get like there's that saying that, what is it? Motivation is not permanent, and discipline is where you need to focus on, because if you focus on just purely motivation, you're going to have times where you're very motivated and times where you're not motivated at all. And I definitely see that in my own life. And so building habits and building discipline in certain areas of my life is like super important to me, because I know I won't always be motivated. I can't always just put on a David Goggins video and crank out content. You know, it just doesn't work that way. Some days you're motivated, some days you're not. And over the last few days, I wouldn't say that I'm not motivated, because I was working towards this. Like, I worked on the website quite a bit. I got that set up. Check it out. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't have the bandwidth for it, and I worked on other things. Now, one thing that I've gotten a compliment on before for this brand is my dedication and, I guess, discipline to trying to post once a day and getting that done. Like, it actually is a fair amount of work for just this channel to do one of these longer videos every single day. Like, it's 2:12 in the morning. I'm just now filming it. I'm not going to get to bed till 3. And doing the daily check-in videos, like where I spend the money. Some days I'm laying in bed, I'm trying so hard to stay awake as I'm editing those, and like I fall asleep, my phone falls on my face and it wakes me up, and I'm like, oh God, I gotta finish that. And so I know, like, I'm still trying to get more discipline so I can hit the every single day on the dot. But last week was the longest I've gone, 2-3 days there where I didn't post a video. And hopefully that doesn't happen very often, because I do want the discipline that I have for this project to really shine through and really make it work. So that's one of my biggest goals this year. One thing that I think would be good to talk about is I have my phone. How different things attract attention. And what I mean by that is, on my second channel, the channel with 2,872 subscribers, I posted a video, and it's been 1 day and 10 hours. This video has 781 views. It is my top performing video. It's doing really well, actually. And it's got 6.7% click-through rate, 4-minute watch time. The video is 9 minutes, so around 50%. That's pretty good. What is the watch time on this? Watch time is 54.2, so that's cool. And anyway, the nature of this video is not holly jolly. The nature of this video is top blank worst products. And that's a way that I've done videos before, and it seems to always perform well. I have a video of top blank best products in the exact same product that I posted about a week before, and it's also doing fairly well, but it's not doing like, if it did better, it would be 1 out of 10. Like, this video's at 1,000 views and it's in the first 18 days. The other video's at almost 800 views in the first 1 day and 10 hours. So the consensus that I'm trying to draw up here is that if you approach things with more of a negative title and negative energy, that's going to perform better. I have another video like worst bikes in general, or you can also frame things in a certain way that piques interest and like sparks that curiosity. So for example, I know Alex Hormozi talked about putting out a Twitter storm of how to stay poor and something along those lines. And the gist of it, like essentially the flip side of that is how to get rich, right? But he believes, and I also believe, if he'd posted a tweet storm about how to get rich and things to do to get rich, it wouldn't have the same effect as what he did post, which was like, here's 10 things to do to stay poor. And it's like pretty easy to understand. He's like, complain about everything, take no action. Like that's one thing you can do to stay poor. And the flip side of that is like, quit complaining about things and take action to get rich. But like with that negative context associated to it, I think it outperformed. Like it performed a lot better than if it had more of a positive approach. And those are things that I'm just kind of picking up on my videos. Now, you can't make everything negative. You can't post every single video, worst this, worst that, worst that. Like people are going to start kind of reading through that and they're not going to be as excited about it, and you're not really building fans because you're not providing much information. But I think a lot of people are curious, and in my niche there's not really an area where like people are doing that. And so it's pretty easy to say, hey, here's the worst things. But I could also flip that. Like that's a very direct approach, is to say the worst products. I can flip that and talk more about bikes, like bikes that are guaranteed to break on you, or do this if you don't want to learn a new trick, and like have kind of a negative, curiosity piquing approach to doing the video, I think makes you stand out quite a bit more. I'm curious what you guys think, if you guys have ever experienced that. Like think about next time you click on a video, are you clicking on a positive video or a negative video? And if so, why? I made tea and it's this like super hot. It's like 1,000 degrees out the gut. Anyway, so that was one thing that I noticed that, I don't know, maybe I want to have more of a negative approach, or just incorporate that more into the videos, because I think those videos do outperform. And I also think you can tie them very well. So if I link from my worst videos and I'm like, hey, these are the worst product, or this is the top 5 worst products, but if you want to see the video of the top 12 best products, go check that out here. And there's that known thing that like the longer you keep somebody on a YouTube video, the better that video is going to, the better the previous video is going to perform, and the better your channel is going to perform. YouTube really likes it if you post a video and then because of that video, the user stays on YouTube longer and longer and longer. Like maybe you've got a big video that introduces somebody to a topic, and then from that topic, they do a lot more research. And it's even better for your channel if you have the videos for them to do that research. Like if I'm going to talk about top 12 Mexican tacos that you can cook at home, that video might be an introduction video for a lot of people who want to cook tacos. And then from that video, I'm like, hey, here are 7 ingredients that you have to have in your kitchen if you plan to cook Mexican tacos. And they're like, you know what? Yeah, I need to know that also. I was just wondering, what ingredients do I need? And then they go there, and then the next video is like, oh, well, you don't want to make these top 12 kitchen mistakes. And they're like, oh God, I'm about to cook tacos. Like, I don't want to make those mistakes. And as I've built up my other YouTube channels, I always try and have like an interlinking web. Like this video points to this video, and this video points to this video and this video, and like they're all kind of connected, because what I want to do is provide all the information that someone who's new to the sport might need and might be looking for. And like I think that's one of the biggest reasons my channel has good growth, is because I introduce them into this sport. I'm like, hey, here is, this really cool thing about BMX. This is why I love it, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, here's what you need to know about buying your first bike. Here's a review on this bike. Here's what you need to know about learning tricks. And so I've got videos for every single stage of their journey. And what this does is like, if I'm the entry point for that sport, then I've got the most trust with them, and they're going to follow me along that journey, versus if I'm the entry point and I don't have anything else, they're going to go watch somebody else's content and potentially become a channel member for them, join their community, and so on and so forth. And so if you've got that entry point to the sport or to the niche, you need, like, it's your duty to create content to carry them throughout that niche. If you're doing pickleball and you people get excited about pickleball because of you, then you talk about pickleball products, you talk about pickleball tactics, and so on and so forth, so that people can have your information and your face and your brand guide them through that journey. And I think that's something a lot of people overlook. Yes, it's important to niche down. It's absolutely important. But once you've found that niche, become a master of it. Put all your content out there. Think about what are the questions that people are asking. I definitely get that from the blogging side a lot. Like when I was writing on the blog post or on the website, making the blog post, I was always thinking, like, you go to Google, you type in your keyword with an asterisk, and then it tells you what the search results are that people have had for those words. Like if I type how to tie and then the asterisk, it's going to say how to tie a shoe, how to tie a knot, how to tie a square knot, how to tie, and like it auto fills that in. And so I think about that a lot with my videos. I'm like, hey, okay, they're looking for top 5 blank. And like sometimes you're going to see top 5 worst, top 5 lightest, top 5 cheapest, top 5 most expensive. And you're gonna see all these different things that people are looking for. And then you just make the videos on it and like ding, ding, ding. People are going to end up at your video because you found out what they're searching for. You provided them with what they're searching for. Now the only piece of the puzzle is like they're going to come across it. It's like it's that simple. Making YouTube videos and getting views is literally that simple. It gets a lot harder when you're trying to do entertainment content. It's so much harder because people have to find you and you have to have a good personality. But so last thing, that's my rants for the day. Anyway, at work, I've been working a lot, lots of doubles. I've got a list on the whiteboard back there in the kitchen of like, I want to buy a reverse osmosis system for the house because the tap water I won't drink. And we have like a water purifier, but what I was reading, I don't know, I got sucked into the water rabbit hole where I was like, oh, well, this doesn't get out the fluoride, this doesn't get out the rust, this doesn't get out all these other things that are in the water. Like it'll filter out a lot of stuff, but not everything. And anyway, I can't afford Kragen or something? I can't afford one of those, but you can get a decent reverse osmosis, which is, in my opinion, better than an alkalizer. Maybe they're about the same. For like $300-400. So that's on my whiteboard to buy. I bought tires for the motorcycle a few days ago, so that's good. I need to buy the parts for the BMW to fix the radiator and do all of that. I need to buy a new motorcycle helmet with a comm system. I don't really need that, but it'd be nice to listen to music while I ride. And so that's lower on the list. But anyway, I need to spend my money on those things. Those are things that I need to buy, and I need to keep paying off the debt. And what I'm getting at is like I've been working a lot, but I'm okay with that because affiliate sales are down. So I'm making less money from the YouTube channel and the brands. And I'm okay with working extra hours this week so that I can buy those things that I need to buy over the next month or so. That's something that's been stressing me out, but I know just keep going to work and keep going. It just gets so hard, man, because it's like I wake up, I get ready, I take the dog out, and boom, I'm at work. If it's a double and I get a break, like maybe I'm there for a few hours, then I get a break, and then I drive home, take the dog out, eat a little bit of food, and then drive back to work. And then I'm there till like 9-10. It's like, fuck, the whole day is gone by the time I get home, and I haven't been able to work on anything. Now, today it was worth it because I made okay money in the morning shift, but yesterday I made like $30. And then I came back and made good money at night, but like $30, man. I don't know. That stresses me out. I need to make $1,000 a day. That's what I need to be doing. So anyway, I don't have like a whole lot that I did to move the brand forward, except that little tidbit about talking about negative stuff, potentially making your videos perform better. I want to just do a quick check-in on where I'm at with like the brand and stuff and things that I'm working on. So the Instagram has been growing very well. And I think I'm going to make a separate video kind of dissecting the strategy behind it. And I want to weigh the pros and cons, because the way that I'm growing it is like, yes, I'm growing it, and no, I'm not buying followers. I'm not like, they're true people who are interested in my niche, but the way I'm going about it is like positioning myself as a media company. And I don't know if that harms my potential to be an influencer or a personal brand. And that's something I'm trying to figure out and learn as I go. But today, 26th. Oh, it only has the 26th. I gained 17 followers and I lost 8. So I actually only gained 9. On Christmas, I gained 41 followers and lost 3. So it's averaging like overall followers, including unfollowers, like 22, 28, 24, 27, 25, 45, 38. So with that average, like we could say it averages around 30. With 30 average followers a day, you're growing almost 1,000 subscribers a month, which compounds. But anyway, 1,000 subs a month or 1,000 followers a month is a pretty good number. I think it's a pretty good number. And like I said, it's yet to be determined if these are good followers, like if they're followers who actually give a shit about me, or if they just like follow because of the content. And that's what we're going to figure out in a few months. But for now, like that channel's growing and I'm pretty happy with it. The next thing, the YouTube channels, I think, are growing just a tiny bit, but nothing crazy. The second channel is at 2872, so 2,872 subs. Yesterday, I got 9 subscribers. It's been pretty low, actually, but I haven't posted consistently. I've definitely slacked off over the last like couple days. Like the days that I wasn't posting on this channel, I wasn't posting on any of my other channels. The thumbnail guy was behind. I've got some videos that are set to like I can schedule once I get the thumbnails and blah, blah, blah. So it's just a rodeo. But 9 followers yesterday is not bad. That's 300 a month. I'd like to get it to 1,000 a month is kind of the goal. And I think that's closer to where the other channel is, but let's see, maybe not. Oh no. Yeah, yesterday on the other channel, I got 18 subs. So what is that? 400 or 500 a month, 18 times 30. 540 a month. That's a pretty good number. Again, I'd like it to be 1,000, but we'll take it. Revenue's jumping up after Christmas, which is good. Yesterday it was pretty bad. So anyway, I want to keep those channels growing, and I'm still trying to figure out the best ways to do it in ways that like grow the monetization of the channel. But that's where we're at with that. And I don't think I have anything else to talk about here. So that's day 89. We'll see you guys tomorrow for day 90. I'm going to make sure to film on day 90 because that's month number 3. And I'm really excited about that. 3 months of grinding until I'm a millionaire, documenting my progress. If you guys want to support and like just share the love, man, listen to the podcast on Spotify, Apple, Anchor, YouTube, but share it. If you have any friends who are going through it or want to go through it, like this is what it's like. You can share it with them and say, hey, check out this guy. He's trying to make it and it sucks. It sucks for him. So are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure? We'll see you guys tomorrow.